I always like to start off with a GM, everyone. Thank you for coming again to Thursday's live stream that we've dubbed the Sequencer for now. I'm Souza with Linea, and this is Eric.
Hey, Souza, welcome back. We made it to episode 2 of the Sequencer, and you know what that means, right?
What does that
We
mean?
didn't get fired for episode 1 of the
Yay!
Sequencer.
It's a sequence to the Sequencer? No, that's wrong. It's something.
We're
They were like,
workshopping things.
We're workshopping things. If anyone has any better names than the Sequencer, please. Started off as a funny dad joke that's tech related, and here we are. I don't know. I kind of like it, but doesn't matter. We'll see. Okay, we have less guests on this week, which is going to be amazing because I'm very excited about who's on. Although I'm always excited with everyone I work with. So we have the Unfettered, who, as you know, was the game for Linea Guild Games. So they're going to share some major alpha with us about a new game competition that they are having called Meme Wars, and also about their NFT collection that will be on Linea very soon. And then we have some spilling of the tea and some news that Eric is going to share with us as well. And finally, I think the thing I'm most excited about, just because I got the demo before this happened, but we have Nikki from Bubble Maps. If you've never used Bubble Maps, we will share their info with you before the end of this live stream, and you can check them out. They are very amazing. And basically, they are going to break down the Trump meme launch. What happened? Who was involved? What wallets came out big? It's very juicy, and I'm very excited. So we're saving it until the end. So that's who we have on today. Are you excited,
Super
Eric?
exciting. Super exciting. Yeah, I'm eager to spill the tea and to see what Bubble Maps has to share with us, and if that inspires any dancing, as I know it sometimes does for you, Souza.
Bubble Maps, bubble Maps. And I brought tea today because I just felt it was on brand. So I will be drinking tea while you talk about the tea. So Eric, tell us what news happened in crypto this week. This is kind of a big week for crypto. I know we say that a lot because it's a roller coaster, but it was. Tell us what happened.
Totally. Like first, I just wanted to add to what we ended the last sequencer on. We had some predictions, and my prediction from the last sequencer was that there wasn't going to be a lot of huge crypto news coming out of Trump's inauguration, but that one thing that would happen is that we'd see more meme coins, people expressing themselves politically through meme coins.
Yes,
and I think all of that proved completely correct. It didn't go down the way I thought it would, which is it went down with the Trump coin from the incoming president himself, and kind of just broke the brains of the crypto world and a lot of the rest of the world. And we'll get into that later, but I just wanted to big up us for basically nailing that prediction.
Yeah, you got 1 out of 2. That's pretty good.
And by the way, the big stack of executive orders that President Trump signed on at his inauguration, none of them were crypto. We still haven't seen it. We've seen a little bit of stuff out of the SEC, but nothing too significant. So, and that's just one thing. So the other big news for crypto, to spill the tea, if you haven't already heard, Russ Ulbricht of Silk Road fame was released from prison. That was one of the first things that happened after being pardoned by President Trump. And I understand, Souza, you've got some experience with the Silk Road. Is that right? And we've got your lawyers in the room here, so I think you're okay.
I mean, it was 2012. Didn't everyone try it out when it first came out? So I wanted to see if it was actually real, because I didn't believe it. So I bought a painkiller. I just bought one just to see if it would work. And it showed up to my house. It worked. The guy, I assume it's a dude. I don't know why. The dude sent it, and he sent it in an old book that he had cut out a tiny square in the middle of the book. So when you opened the book, a tiny square was out and there was a single thing in it. I was like, whoa, this works. Also pretty elaborate for $8.
Are you serious?
Of contraband.
I thought that internet urban legend that like people
No,
were
I
actually
promise. I
sending
was like,
the
"What?"
drugs in the
I was
book.
like, "Did I order a book?"
Yeah.
But then I knew it worked. So then,
Dude, that
you can only assume what
those
happened
stories I
after
thought were
that.
total bullshit. That's amazing.
No, they weren't. I didn't want to take a picture, obviously, but that truly did happen. I don't know where the book went. I probably just threw it away because I was like, "This is weird but amazing." So yeah, he's free from prison. I feel good about that. 10 years is a long time. 11 years, that's a really long time. Although I think he like did
Uh,
maybe put out a hit on someone, so that was like, don't want to do that. Anyways, it's controversial. It's spicy. That's why it's called tea. What's next? What else happened
uh,
this week?
one more note on Ross Ulbricht.
Okay.
Yeah, like it was actually 2 life sentences. He was sentenced to 2 life sentences,
Yeah,
which yeah, there's like some. I wouldn't
a
do
lot.
everything that Ross did, but like my personal take: code is not a crime. Creating software
Yeah.
is not a crime. Which brings me to just something I wanted to share, which is, oh, by the way, I'm personally, and I think a lot of us are hoping that Tornado Cash is next. This is one of the creators of Tornado Cash, Roman Storm, and he and his uh, collaborators are up for trial in the
Hmm.
coming year. So just something to kind of be aware of, and another cause to consider looking into.
I don't know
Um,
much about that one, but I do know that computer code, is protected as it counts as a language. So it is protected under free speech with the United States Constitution.
there you go. And apparently there was some somewhere in the legal battle, like a lot of it hinged on whether or not the code could be a product. And in the
Hmm.
case of
Oh
Tornado
yeah,
Cash, like it's not. And so that's how
we'll
one
see what
charge was recently
happens.
thrown out. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But
Let's celebrate
there's a
this
lot more tea
one
to spill.
so
Right.
much.
So
Now we have fodder for next week.
we feel good for Ross and his very small plant that he was seen
Welcome
carrying
home,
out
Ross.
in that
I
photo.
know.
Uh, cool. Moving on. So we did have some big news on Linea, which is that we partnered with Nansen AI to go through the. I'm trying to bring up the screen here. I thought I had it down,
Yeah, to
and
addresses,
here it
right?
is. Yeah, yeah. So with help from Nansen, we identified almost 500,000 additional Sybils in addition to what we had already identified
Whoa.
among LXP holders. 476,000 additional addresses to be exact. And so those have been added to the Sybil block list. And, all this means is a more fair distribution for the community coming up. And I think the reaction we've seen from the community has been very positive to hopefully have more tokens going to
Yes.
humans rather than bots.
Yeah.
Um,
Just means more tokens to real people. And I think there were something like over 1 million addresses with LXP, which I don't know. I mean, I know like everyone loves Leah, but like that seems like a lot. I think it was like 1.2 million or something. So if we can get rid of 500,000 that are like not real, then that's a huge, I mean, that's like a huge chunk of the total number of addresses. So I'm feeling very, very excited about that as well. Although I
yeah,
didn't do
me
enough
as well.
voyages because I was working on them. So my LXP is pretty sad, to be honest.
It was like there was still like Linea Park and the guild games and all that stuff. It was like it's kind of funny when you're like working behind the scenes. It's like
Yeah,
way more than like I think a lot of us had time
I
for.
know.
And it's only going to get harder to keep up. But that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, last bit.
so
Juicy
last bit,
bits. This one,
juicy bits.
I'm very excited for you to explain this because I saw so much noise on Twitter and I was like, what's happening? Boys, are we fighting? Are the boys fighting? And I think they are. So tell us what's happening with the Ethereum Foundation. What is all the chatter about?
The boys are fighting the
The
boys,
boys are
and
fighting. Boys.
there are females involved too.
Okay.
So yeah, the what is going on at the Ethereum Foundation? This is like a lot of noise on crypto Twitter. Um,
Mhm.
there's a lot to get into. We won't get into all of it, but like the TLDR is there's kind of an internal and a Twitter fight over leadership at the Ethereum Foundation, and there's been some pretty loud voices that want change, and Vitalik and the current executive director Aya have come in for some criticism. And we don't really have time to get into the details or to speak to who should be leading. If you're interested in that, our boss and one of Vitalik's good friends, Joseph Lubin, has made his thoughts known on Twitter. He came to Vitalik's defense here, and then if you scroll back in his timeline a few days, he actually had some thoughts on specifically who, and it's actually a couple of people he thinks could be good to take over part of that leadership role. So you can get the details on that on his ex. That's Ethereum Joseph, and always a good read there. And from my perspective, I mean the discontent in the Ethereum community is like super predictable, given ETH's failure, the token, to wake up during the recent excitement of the past few months. There's been concerns about the EF selling off some tokens, yada yada. Again, we don't have time to get into all of it, but mostly, I think what it boils down to is the loudest criticism online, as it boils down to that the Ethereum Foundation, people feel like and Ethereum larger ecosystem has kind of missed the vibe shift of the last year
Which is
or
about
so.
vibes.
It's always about vibes. I mean, like
whatever is building, people are building amazing things. They're like, yeah, but there's no vibes. You're like, shit.
Right.
I forgot the vibes.
You have to boil in the vibes, or at least like
you gotta boil in the vibes. It's a secret, the secret sauce to success.
Exactly.
On
But the thing is, like,
wild.
And by the way, like, if you're like, what does he mean by vibe shift? Like, you can talk about the vibe shift for an hour. I kind of find it fascinating. You can see, in my opinion, you can see the vibe shift present in what has changed over how many people and what kind of people voted for the president in 2016 versus in 2024. Bringing it more home to our ecosystem. I think you see the vibe shift in the fact that at the last DevCon, one of the side events was kickboxing. So like that kickboxing at DevCon, that's the vibe shift. And
that's the vibe shift.
So like if you feel like the EF is not in line with the vibe shift, I mean, the thing is you can't chase the vibe shift. So like if you try to follow the vibe shift, that also just shows that you're not in line with the vibes. So to like sum up this,
sum it up.
You can't be a follower. So from the Linea perspective, it's all about sticking to the principles of decentralization. I think both for the Ethereum Foundation and for the ecosystem, and to just start building out decentralization. Would be good to see maybe a board on the EF. And we're just going to be over here decentralizing this whole thing.
Building
that's
with
what
vibes.
we're all about. With vibes. Trying to bring vibes. All right, rant over. So. Sorry.
We're vibey. The end. Scene cut. Okay. So very good. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of chatter going on. I'm glad we didn't get into it too much, but let's talk about the Unfettered. So let's bring on our first of two partners today, the Unfettered. You guys, if you don't know who they are, they're like you're one of the games on Linea, and they're doing a meme wars because it's meme season on Linea. And so if you're a game on Linea, you're probably incorporating memes. And that's because I ask you to, or I say, hey, maybe you should do this. Well, here we are. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Susie. I'm really glad to be here.
Nice to see you. I love your vibes with the lightsabers in the background. Feeling it.
Yeah,
that jacket.
Thank you, Susie.
Jacket is thick.
I know. Adam's bringing the vibes.
Today we will show Unfettered Awakening with Alperen Ayberik, my game designer. He is really like a pro. He will share the screen and he will play Awakening. Alperen, while we are talking, you can start to share your screen, and while you are playing, we can chill a little bit.
Okay, so tell us, this is Meme Wars, right? So what does that mean? Did you like incorporate memes? Did you partner with memes? Tell me about that.
Yeah, we are trying to be in collaboration on almost all the meme project in Linea. Also, it is an invitation, guys. It is like a spotlight to every meme project. Right now, on this meme wars, we have Foxy, Efrog, Linus, Limpus, Mr. Donald Todd, Bunny, Linux. Also, there is Linux, not a meme, but also we have Hyperplay and Games GG. So there is 10 different group, and we all together supporting this event with 50K worth reward pool. They just need to play game, and they should also try to complete daily quest. But if they are lucky, also there is lucky draw for everyone.
We love a lucky draw. Show us
Yeah.
the game. We want to see what it actually looks like.
Okay. Alperan, I guess you can share your screen.
Yes, I just started sharing my screen. Hope you can put it on live and we all can see. Yeah, here it is.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Last time we play, and you can start to play. I will explain everything. When, guys, first of all, it is free enter. You just need to mint NFT on the beginning. After that, every kind of weapon and character will open. And today we are playing with Team Souls. But every meme project have a different companion. Also, we have one more companion for Linea team. Games is really easy. Probably in several minutes, we will share a post. On that post, you guys will see a hyperplay link. With this hyperplay link, you can able to play without any system requirements. It means you can play the game with PC and mobile. For example, right now we are playing from Mac and with just a network. It is the beauty of WebGL. It helps us to reach everyone. And
I have a question. Sorry, Adam, I
of
have a
course,
question. Tell me the decision to leave the Christmas tree in. Let's talk about the
uh,
Christmas tree.
last last time we had an event, and
Yeah.
there was a weekend event,
Yeah.
and we get all the positive feedback
Oh,
from
people
this
love
weekend
Christmas year
weekend
round.
events. Okay, this and right now we have a Christmas tree, and
Yeah.
you just need to hit them, and also snowball,
So
snowman.
what's the goal? Do you like so you're so we played this game before, we saw it during Linea Guild games. What's different about this version besides the festivities? What are you trying to do?
Uh,
Are you trying to like crack the tree and then like presents fly out like a piñata?
Yeah, a kind of. You have a chance when hit the Christmas tree. There is a snowball pop sometimes. It's like a 10% chance. So the main goal is collecting a snowball. When you kill mobs, there is a 50% chance to get snowball. Also, there is some snowmans. When you kill snowmans, also you can get snowball. Also, when you hit the tree, you can also have some snowballs. So the main goal is collecting snowballs.
Okay. And what is so the snowballs like give you points or powers or like weapons or ups, things like that?
Yeah, actually, it is like your rank points. But for
Okay.
example, when you complete your daily quest, also you are getting some snowballs.
Okay.
Snowballs,
Cool.
everything.
And when you say like meme team, so what does that mean? Like, I see you have little, I know in Linear Guild games, we had our little companion following us around, which was my favorite part. Um,
Thank you.
and then, so I see the little guy following us around as well. Do
Yes.
you have, are you joining as a specific like meme? Or when you say like meme wars, like how are the memes in a war? Do you like join a team? What does that mean?
Yes. Normally, on the beginning, when you create your account, there is a tab pop up, and you
Mhm.
are choosing your guild. Every guild have I mean, you are choosing your meme community. Every
You can
meme
say guild.
community have different, yes, companion.
Okay.
To be fair, we just create our own companion. I guess when I choose a companion in here, so
Yeah.
it can look awkward.
That's okay. I like the companions. Everyone loves a companion in a game. You just want a friend to go on the journey with you, fight bad guys. It gets lonely, you know?
And this companion do a lot of stuff. Normally, this kind of games have two main mechanics:
Mhm.
collecting items and staying alive. Staying alive up to you, and this companion do other big things, collecting everything for you.
Yeah,
So
that's fun. Okay,
companion
so
is important.
you join a team, you have a little companion, And then is there a team leaderboard as well as an individual leaderboard like guild games? And if so, like how are prizes distributed? Give us all that info.
Okay. On the solo leaderboard, there's just one thing important, your score in the game. But on the guild leaderboard, daily quests also your best score calculate together and you are having a score. So basically, every guild, every group have different reward pool. On the solo side, there is 2K, and also every meme leaderboard have 2K reward pool. Last time when we have a meme wars, we couldn't balance nicely because right
Yeah.
now there is some problem to share people every community. So we don't want competition between communities. We want competition between in the communities. So
Ooh.
every guild will have 2K reward. So it means maybe you should join every guild. Maybe you should
Oh,
learn uh,
right.
information for every guild. It's time to know each other. So
Yeah. I like that. That makes sense because last time when we did this, like everyone saw Foxy was winning and they're like, well, I'm just gonna join the winning team so I can get tons of points. And people
yes,
just waited until the end and then joined Foxy, and then Foxy just ran away with it. So I like this idea of you can join whatever team you want, and then within that team, you're competing for like rewards. That makes sense.
yes. Thank
Okay.
you. Also, we are taking spotlight every day to our partners, I mean our sponsors, and we are trying to explain what they are building on Linea. Today, for example, we will explain Foxy. Probably you guys don't know what is Foxy, but
We all know
we will.
Foxy. If you're listening to this, you know who Foxy is. So do you okay, so when you win, this is for souls tokens, right? Are there other like meme tokens that people can win as well, or is it just souls tokens? I mean
No,
souls
it
tokens
is
are good.
no. It is for every guy, every token, every
Every token.
sponsor, every meme puts some token to reward pool. So we
Nice.
are distributing rewards after event as every kind of token.
And last
So
question, and then I'll stop badgering you with questions. Do you need to have an NFT or do you need to own a token? Let's say I own Donald Toad. Do I need to own Donald Toad if I'm going to join the Donald Toad team, or can you just join whatever team you want, regardless of what's in your wallet?
yes, second one. This
Okay,
time there is no limitation and
great.
entry free, companions free, and right now Alperen showing our first boss. First boss is Necromancer. Necromancer is like a small boss. You just need to keep running and
It's my
hit
strategy.
as
Just
you
run.
can.
I
uh,
like the book because the book just like shoots stuff out, and I'm just like running around with the book the whole game, and I'm like, just shoot it for me. And that's my strategy. I didn't survive that long, but the book that just auto attacks, that's the best one. If anyone needs help, that's my hot tip. I mean, I'm
also, it's
not
my
right.
favorite.
Yeah, it's a book
Yes.
that explodes. Knowledge is power. Whoa, what a metaphor.
Mm,
Okay, so this starts today. Yes.
yes.
Okay. And you guys also very excited. So start today, join whatever team you want. You don't need anything in your wallet. So if you're not on Linea, you don't have the tokens, it's fine. Just play the unfettered. And if you are on the leaderboard, then you get tokens and you can join any of the Linea communities. So it's an opportunity to like be introduced to new communities and join part of them by winning tokens at the end. Tell us about your NFT that's launching. Can you tease that? Was I not supposed to say that? Could I say that?
Yeah, that was it
Okay.
is huge spoiler.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, but but we can say we are cooking something great for linear community, and
Okay.
Suzy helping us, like you see, guys.
Yeah, something with an NFT happening. It's gonna be
Probably.
we're gonna love it. You wanted to share it. You're like, I hope she spills it, right? Yeah.
We will explain everything as soon as possible. Right now,
Okay.
we are trying to cook something really great and something meaningful because today we are showing you guys season 5. It means we start with Linea Guild Games with really big help with Linea, especially Suzy. By the way, you guys in really safe place. Linea network helping every community member, also every developer. Thanks to them, we start our first season with Linea Guild Games in Singapore, and right now it's our fifth season.
Nice.
Every season have different reward pools, different opportunity for everyone. Also, it is really great opportunity to meet these community members. And right now we are trying to cook something meaningful with this NFT collection. We will explain everything, but right now
But not right
we
now.
just need to cook a little bit more.
There's the
Okay.
alpha. There's the alpha we
There's
promised.
Uh,
there's
uh,
the okay. This was so good. The competition starts today, maybe now. So if you guys want to catch some
it's
snowballs and win some tokens, go play a game. That sounds fun.
yes, it starts just 10 minutes ago when our
Oh,
parents start to play. Also, Suzy, I sent post you from DM. Uh, you guys can support us.
thank you. Always. I will. I'll get that
I know,
quoted
I
out.
know. Uh,
Thanks for
uh, uh, After 2 minutes, there is a big boss fight will start. Also, I will give some hints for that too. While we are waiting, I can give extra hint for our committee members. Uh, Awakening is or a side game of Unfilled Ecosystem. We have two games, Origins and Awakening. Awakening is really easy to play. You just need to play from Hyperplay. And entry is free. When you go to the game, there's a settings option. From the settings, you can open the auto attack. Uh, Auto attack help new people really much. On the bottom of character, there is three bar. The first red one is your HP, white one is your stamina. When your stamina full, you can dash. I mean, you can use left shift 3 times. So what kind of hint I can give extra? Like Suzu said, I believe book is really good if
yeah.
you are starting, if you are a new player.
If you're a
And
new
all
player,
the
just use the book.
characters,
It's from
yeah.
Silk Road. I
and
donated
all
to
the
the game.
characters and all the characters are really good. You can create your own gameplay with passive skills and active skills. It is
Yes.
roguelite. Please don't forget. It means you will die. Dying is normal, but every time when you play, you will learn something new. Which skill is suits with you? Which passive suits with you?
Yeah,
And
of course.
you should be careful the boss mechanics, and real boss fight will start in 50 seconds. I will go to silence when we are playing because last time we get so many feedback about the boss fight. They said how we can defeat that. I believe our game
Mm.
designer will show you how we can defeat easily. Susie, did you play last time? Did you have a time to play?
Yeah, I
Or is
did
it
play.
is it your
That's what I'm
first
telling
time?
you. I had the
Okay.
book. Doo, 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 and I was just like running around with the book.
I couldn't pass the first one, so the
Yeah,
second
because
post
you
is
didn't
really
have
hard.
auto attack and the book. That's what you need. Adam, I am gonna
Yeah.
have to kick you guys off though in just a second because we do need to bring our last guest on. So,
Hmm, so we can't show the real boss fight.
well, do you want to show people how to win? Aren't they supposed to discover that? We need some chatter. We need people to figure it out, I think.
Okay,
Here's my
you are
guess.
right.
The Christmas tree explodes and the boss comes out. That's what I'm guessing. That's my speculation.
Okay, after
More alpha.
Yeah.
So much alpha.
like this, boss start is starting after minute 10. Guys, in here, you just need to run from lasers. And
Ooh.
after game, you can check the leaderboard. If you have 2 minutes, Alperen can show the boss fight. If you don't have, it's fine. We can stop in here.
Okay, run away from the lasers. That's your hot tip.
Yes. Yes, and kill these stones when they pops. For example, on the right, there is a stone. You just need to kill the stones. That's it. It is the heart mechanism in here.
Okay. Avoid the lasers. Kill the stones. Guys,
Yes,
good luck.
that's it.
Good luck on this game.
Thanks so
You
much.
guys are going to crush it. Let us know. I'm going to keep tabs on who's winning.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Adam. Play the unfettered. I like that they have like a kind of a free agency system. They're encouraging. Play for all the teams.
Yeah.
Play for all the guilds.
Yeah, they actually have a bunch of cool new games too. They have games that you don't have to download that are really fun, very dark, like Diablo-esque. But this is the one they always do because you don't have to download it. They don't want people downloading games. So people are like, oh, it's not hard enough.
Right.
It's like arcade. I'm like, yeah, because you don't have to download a game. And it's just like fun. Anyways, okay. Unfettered again, playing their games. Get some snowballs, hit a Christmas tree, get some points, win.
NFTs inbound.
NFTs inbound.
Maybe. It's cooking.
I don't know. I shouldn't have said
NFTs in the oven.
anything. That's okay. All right. Our last guest on today is, I'm so excited about this one, Bubble Maps. Nikki from Bubble Maps. What's up, Nikki?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. I had some internet connections for some reason, issues, but I hope it's better.
Okay. Me too. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, cool.
All right.
Cool.
Nikki, you're from Bubble Maps. Give us like a 30 seconds. What does Bubble Maps do?
Absolutely. So with Bubble Maps, we are making on-chain data engaging and accessible and playful. And I would say accessible is the main word because traditional analytics can be quite intimidating, quite overwhelming
Boring.
at first glance. So we gamify on-chain data for everyone.
Okay. Thank you. That was actually 30 seconds.
Here it is.
Very well done. All right. Walk us through. So as we all know, the Trump meme token launched this week. And you walked me through it earlier. And I was like, oh my God, you need to do this on our live stream. So here you are. So tell us what happened. Walk us through the whole scenario and tell us who the winners were, things like that. Just give us the whole spiel. What happened? Explain it.
Of course. Yeah, I'm very happy to go through this with you because that was quite a weekend. So on Saturday morning, Europe woke up and we just learned that Trump launched a meme coin. It was, I think, European time, it was like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And so I woke up at 8 a.m. and I saw on Twitter that Trump launched his meme coin. And everybody was going crazy on Twitter, saying, is this Trump meme coin or is this another hack? And it happened in crypto. People get hacked, including Gary Gensler, for example. So even high-ranked figure, they can get their Twitter account hacked. But the thing is with Trump, it was both posted on Twitter and on Truth Social. So the likeliness of him being hacked was lower.
Yeah.
So the first thing that we did when
can you share your screen so you can walk us through like the bubble map of like the actual token launch?
Of course, absolutely. Can you see my screen, Susie?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is what we woke up with, this meme coin announcement. And so the first thing that we did when we saw this, because Trump was announced, there was a smart contract address and a website. The first thing that we did is let's check the bubble map of Trump to understand if this is real or not. And so first of all, let me explain what's bubble maps with another example. Just wanted to show you one random example very quickly to give you the rules of the game. So if you take a token like Uni, which is the token of Uniswap, what you can see on screen here is the network of holders and how they're connected. So each bubble is a holder, okay? The bigger the bubble, the more Uni you own in this case, because this is Uniswap. And when bubbles are linked, it means the holders have sent each other funds, meaning they know each other. And if they know each other, you have to figure out why. What's happening? Is this VC receiving tokens from the team or employees receiving tokens? Or is someone trying to hide from you by splitting his funds across multiple addresses? This is what you need to figure out. So in the case of Donald Trump, let me show you the map right away. Here it is. So that was the bubble map before the launch. And you can see it is quite concentrated. I mean, you have one address holding 80% of the supply. quite a good amount, right? And then you have 4 other bubbles holding 3, 4.5, 2.5, and then the meteor pool, so the liquidity pool with 10%. And at first glance, you might say, this is a very concentrated map because there's only 6 holders and they have all the supply. But the thing is, it actually matched the token on their website. Because if you check, they're called Creator and CIC Digital. The first one, the 3, they sum up to be 80%. So this big bubble right here is the combination of all those cards that they wanna implement in their tokenomics. So although
they're
the
being
map is
honest
super
about it.
concentrated, at least they're being honest. And
Yeah.
this is what we were speaking
Okay.
about, Suzy, the other day. You were telling me, like, at least, he's being straightforward about the fact that he controls the supply.
That he owns 80%. Yeah.
And he owns 80%.
Yeah. Okay.
And so the funny thing is, and I wanted to show you this, Suzy, because I didn't have the time the other day, but if we compare this with some of the other celebrities that launched meme coin in the past, most of the time what we found is a lot of the supply is obfuscated and you don't know how much is owned. I wanted to show you this example, for example, from our beloved Andrew Tate, who supported a token called Daddy. And in this very particular case, insiders bought 30% of the supply before the token was launched, and nobody knew because they were trying to hide and stay under the radar. But in the case of Trump, that was not the case. So at least we gave him some credits. It matched the distribution. Am I clear so far?
Don't say Andrew Tate's beloved. We'll agree to disagree on that one. Okay.
Yeah, of course. That was
okay, good.
So moving on to the rest of the show, because plenty of things happened then. Then eventually it got insane, and the token Trump got to, like, I think at the peak it was 80 billion valuation, crazy. And all the Trump liquidity pools made over 50 million. That was completely insane. And it got to the point where his wife, let me just show you, where his wife Melania launched her own meme coin called Melania. And exercise, so that was the next day, where we compared the actual bubble map to the tokenomics shared on her website. And in this case, it didn't match at all. Because in this case, you can see they are like in this pie chart, you have 5 areas. And in this bubble map, you only have 2. Like, one is the meteor pool, and the rest is like 89%. Trust me, bro, I will split it in due time. So that felt a lot less prepared compared to the Trump launch. Now,
maybe she was like,
going back to the
you know what, if I was her, I'd be like, dude, he just launched a token and made like billion, he made, I don't know, how much money did he make? Let's say like $100 million. She'd be like, I'm gonna launch a token too. Damn. And she'll just like, I'm just gonna take more. Like, I just think she was like, I'm just gonna do it too and see what happens. And then that's what I would guess.
You know what's funny about this? You know what's funny about what you just said is the fact that when she launched her meme, Trump meme collapsed by exactly 50%.
Yeah.
Trump, because of all the, she kind of vampire attack the attention of the Trump token. What's funny about this, and I saw tons of meme about this, is that when you get a divorce with someone, you split 50-50. And when she announced her meme coin, Trump declined, collapsed by 50%.
Yep.
So I saw tons of fun memes regarding this.
That is pretty funny. So tell me, you were explaining about some wallets that made out huge. That I was like, I'm going to copy trade this wallet from now on because this guy made millions of dollars in like minutes. Tell us about that. Tell us about who made it out big.
Absolutely. That's the who made it is quite unclear. I don't have the who, or let's say it's a story that is still pending. But what I can say is what happened and how much they've made. So essentially what we saw is when Trump was announced, it was first announced on Truth Social, and then I think like 1 or 2 minutes later on Twitter. This guy, this particular address, let's call him the sniper. Okay, the sniper, because he made such a fortune that he's now the sniper.
I like
He
it.
managed to buy within 1 minute of the token launch, and he bought $1 million. He was so confident that this was the Trump token that he bribed the chain 800,000 just to make sure he was going to be first. So bribe the chain means that you're throwing money out the window. You're just giving it to the chain to make sure that you're going to be within the first block of the token launch. He was so confident, he was willing to
Wow.
pay 80K, just, thrown away.
800K, you said. Is it 80 or 800?
A-
Okay.
80.
80.
And he
Still
invested
better.
that another million.
Okay.
It's still a distance, yeah. And so another thing that was very curious is the fact that even before the token was launched, he was spamming the liquidity pool. So he was trying to pay to execute the order even before the liquidity pool was officially tradable. So he was ready, he was on it.
He
So
knew
now,
something
is
that
this
we
an
didn't know.
Right. Yeah.
You bet we didn't know. You bet. Otherwise, we'd be somewhere else, I suppose. But yeah, that was insane. And so what he did is when we made these tweets, which was within maybe 12 hours of the token launch, maybe more, he had already sold for 20 million and was still holding 96 million. But right now, today, he already sold for 100 million. Today, we crossed the 100 million milestone sold. Imagine this.
So he
Just to give you a
invested
reference,
$1,080,000 and he made $100 million in like less than a week.
he still
So what
has
am I
tokens.
doing?
Susie.
What
Go,
what does
Eric.
the bubble map for the sniper look like? Did you look into like the connections for this wallet? Who's the sniper connected to?
Yeah, so that story is still unfolding, Eric, and it is quite complex to understand who is this, because at the end of the day, these are just randomized addresses and members. But this is something we're looking into. We're trying to understand what this is. And in regards to how does it look on bubble maps, well, initially it was just one address who bought $1 million worth of tokens. And then he actually split it into 10 addresses to be under the radar. So on the bubble map, it looks like a little cluster with 10 addresses. This is how it looked. I have a screenshot somewhere maybe, but it's not super relevant to the story anyway. The thing that's insane is that he's still holding like 30 million of token. So he's not even done selling. He still have 30 million. And another detail that's fun, he managed to buy within 2 minutes of Melania too. So he sniped both Trump and Melania tokens. The guy was thirsty, he was hungry.
Now,
Yeah, Eric, go.
do we know? I feel like I heard this somewhere. Do we know if it was because there's a company that like actually launched the token for Trump, and I believe it was the same firm that then did the Melania token. Do we know that?
Oh, a company that
Like,
launched Trump? I haven't seen this disclosed. You sure?
I was listening to the Unchained podcast, and they were talking about some firm that was
Okay.
tied to because Trump has an LLC, the like fight LLC, but then there was some firm that supposedly was hired to do definitely the Trump token, and I just listened to this. I can't remember if they said it was the Melania token too. Somebody in the
Interesting.
chat might know, but so like I would be really interested then to keep following up with bubble maps for the Trump token. I know there's for that like main kind of 80% pool of the team and Trump, we're assuming, who like has most of the token. There's some unlocks that are due, and I think the first unlock is in like I believe it's 3 months, like 90 days. It's either 30 days or 3 months. I don't remember. So it'll be really interesting
I think
to
it was 1 month.
see 1 month. Okay, yeah, it'll be interesting to
Yeah.
see the movement on bubble maps in a month when these unlocks start and people can really just start selling and moving and dumping stuff like crazy.
Absolutely. No, 100%. And that's why bubble maps is cool, is because a tokenomics is ever changing. It's not a thing that you just examine once and then you can forget about it. And in the case of Trump, because 80% of the supply was vested, then you definitely have to monitor this because he's sitting on a fortune. 30 billion, 80%, I mean, it's a very, very good amount, like above 20 billion. And it's kind of fun because the fortune of Trump, I think, is estimated right now. His fortune is estimated at 9 billion. So with this Trump, he's actually multiplied his fortune significantly, just with this random meme coin out of thin air, crypto. Crypto
What
for you.
a time to be
There it
alive.
is.
It's
The
wild.
future of finance.
Super interesting.
It's wild stuff. This reminds me, like
Yeah,
a few
and
years back when some of
by
the other tokens. Oh yeah, I think we got some lag.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
Nikki,
All right.
go.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that we are working on making bubble maps on Linea, of course. This is why we're working with Linea as a blockchain. There are a ton of exciting tokens being launched on your chain, NFT, as you were discussing just before. So this is something that we want to implement on your chain to be able to examine tokens there as well.
Thank you.
Super
Yeah,
exciting.
we're excited to have you. Wild. Somebody in the chat asked if there's a Bubble Maps for World Liberty token. I would be interested to also see that.
I
World
don't
Liberty
think there's a
coin.
World Liberty token. Is there?
World
I
Liberty
think this
coin.
is
It's
just
like
a
Trump's
fund.
like, I thought it was like World Liberty coin was like an actual token, not a meme token. Right? Am I wrong?
Oh no, because no, they're raising. There's a
Mhm.
pre-sale ongoing, but the token is, if there's a token, it's not launched yet.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
anyone holding this token, just be aware that in 30 days after launch, the team can then sell their token. So something to be aware of. And the wallet address who made $100 million in like 5 days, I am going to copy trade this guy.
You should.
Because I think that he's done other stuff. Like Nikki, I think you were telling me on a different call that he's like you've seen him do other things. So if anyone's building AI agent and incorporating copy trading into their AI agent, like I plan on doing, he is being added to my list because this dude knows something that we all don't know.
But the thing is,
Right?
Susie, the thing is, copy trading him won't work.
I know.
Because the reason why
It's a
he's so
dream.
good, the reason why he's so good is because he's built an infra. Like we're talking about an expert network of snipers. And
Yeah.
to be able to snipe, you need to have an infra, you need to be directly connected to the chain, and you need to be able to bribe the chain, as I shared before. So if you try to follow him, the time for you to actually invest, you're going to have 10-minute delay because you don't have the same level of infra as he does. And he's just going to sell on you. And in the meantime, the token would have 10x in price. It's impossible to follow him. He's too quick. That's the thing.
Yes,
Too quick.
this is like not only being an insider and having like insider knowledge, but it's like you also have like direct access to the chain, to the exchange. If it were a stock exchange, it's
For
wild.
sure.
Yeah, it's like
We're not
working at the
talking-
NASDAQ and knowing that Facebook's going to launch a stock.
We're not talking about some random retail investor who knew ahead of time. We're talking about somebody with high technical knowledge, with a deep understanding of how Jaito works and how the chain operates. And you don't make 100 million out of luck. And it's not his first snipe. He sniped Hoptua coin before. He made millions out of this. He sniped Shroom before, tons of Solana memes. It's insane to think that some movies were made about heist for like 100 million, like Ocean's 11. This guy is blowing this movie out of the water and nobody's talking about him. He deserved a Hollywood movie.
He does.
Maybe I'm going to work on this.
Maybe we should.
What's cool about crypto though, man, is like he's doing it in broad daylight, right? Like we're all watching it happen, or at least Bubble Maps is watching it happen. It's there for everyone to see. You're just highlighting it for the rest of the community. So like when people want to use something like this to like FUD crypto, it's like yeah, but if this were happening down at the New York Stock Exchange, like nobody would be watching it. It'd be happening, after hours behind closed doors.
Right.
And this is all on chain for everybody to see.
Yeah, I agree.
So
and we're
wild.
here to witness this beauty.
So if people want to witness this beauty more and more, I guess The call to action here is give Bubble Maps a follow. Any other like give Bubble Maps a follow on Twitter. You guys are posting like the most recent news and most recent updates about what's happening. Thank you, social media manager, Bubble Maps. Anything else any other like hot tips? I guess just go on the site, track your favorite tokens. Any other tips like that to share?
No, absolutely. I think before investing into any token, you should definitely take 5 minutes of your time, take the contract address, plug it into Bubble Maps, and make sure that you don't see any suspicious cluster. If you see
Yeah.
something big and connected, then at least ask what's going on. Ask the team, ask the token themselves. If they can answer, that's good. If they're trying to avoid the question, you're onto something. That would be my very basic advice for anyone investing into crypto.
Do your homework. I love an investigative tool. It feels like true crime, but on crypto and not a crime, just people making a bunch of money. Very super interesting. Thank you so much for the breakdown. And we're really excited to have you on Linea. We're really excited to be working with Bubble Maps. And yeah, thank you so much for breaking that down for us, Nikki.
Absolutely. Happy to join again whenever there's an on-chain drama.
We might.
I'm your guy.
We might. We might see you
Love
again.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nikki.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow.
Awesome.
Do you feel like you've learned something?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was cool. That is an awesome tool.
Yes.
I was working with some people that were trying to do some similar stuff like 2 years ago, and using we were using Nansen was one thing we were using, and some other tools, and actually trying to link some of the earlier like political meme coins, Let's Go Brandon era meme coins, to current and at the time current and former members of Congress. So that was like super interesting. Nothing ever like completely nailed down, which is, always, you can't always prove who's controlling a wallet, right?
Sure.
But you can make the connections that you can see on Bubble Maps, and like Bubble Maps is a super cool way to visualize that and to play with it. So like tools evolving all the time. It's super exciting, and like it's the greatest show on earth. We just need more
Crypto.
live elephants. Yeah,
The greatest show on earth.
it really is.
I wake up and I think, what crazy thing's going to happen today? Don't you?
Yeah,
How many tens of thousands of dollars am I going to gain or lose today?
right.
Let me refresh my ledger. That's what I do in the morning. Next week, we're going to tease next week. We have a meme launchpad that's coming on. We have an AI agent launchpad that's coming on that's going to demo us their AI agents that are going to be on Linea. Also, some alpha on a new token launching. I'm also going to make it my goal this year, Eric. I want to build an AI agent for myself that will snipe, that will copy trade, that will follow like social profiles. What is that website called? It's like Life One or something like that, where you can actually like see all the KOLs and when they tweet, and then the price of like the meme as it is impacted by the tweet.
I need to see that.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you. I have like a whole list of AI tools that I've been looking into. Cookie.fun is one. Eternals is one I'm looking at. Good morning, good night. The one.life is another one I'm checking out. So my goal is to get someone to build me an AI agent that uses all these tools, connects them through APIs or whatever. And then we can share that agent with our users because we want everyone to make money. So maybe there's a way for you guys to like pick and choose like which platforms that you like and connect them. But that's what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to recruit AI companies, and I've got some hot leads who have said they're going to do this for me. So lots of like AI agent exploration going on behind the scenes, and hopefully we can send that like to you so you can just be like, make me an AI agent, bitch, make me money while I sleep. Right? That's what I want. I want someone to make me money while I sleep and do better at crypto than my thing where I'm like, what should I invest in? I'm just like scrolling, it's not very helpful.
I think
so. That's
I
what
think
we're gonna do.
you just made make me an AI agent bitch a thing. So I don't. Congratulations, I guess.
I want that. I want someone to make it for me. And because I don't know how to code. Although if you guys do code yesterday during our community call, they taught you how to build an AI agent in your MetaMask wallet,
Right.
which is so cool. So if you can code, check that out, make yourself an AI agent. And I'm just going to have someone make one for me that we can then share with everyone here. So we can all make money while we sleep. Right?
Excellent. So
Yes.
much alpha.
Okay.
So much.
That's
Drowning in
what's
alpha.
coming up. We're just drowning in alpha. So thank you guys for joining today. I think that's all we have. And see you next week on The Sequencer.
Thanks all.